Welcome to the Elevated Marketing podcast show that is designed for business owners and marketers who are tired of overhyped advice. We talk through what we're testing, we challenge assumptions, and we share what's really happening in the world of marketing, which is messy, creative, and always evolving. Welcome to the show. Hello, and welcome back to another Elevated Marketing podcast. My name is Jennifer Denny. I am the founder of Elevated Marketing Solutions if you are new to the show. And today I want to talk about, when I hear I need leads in the next 30 to 60 days. And I hear that sometimes, and sometimes that's coming from the business owner, and sometimes that's coming from maybe a marketing director that is hearing that from the C-suite. And, it's a fair thing. But I think when you start to dig underneath as to why you might be hearing that, what you're going to potentially uncover is that it's a moment of market instability in the business. And so whether or not that was caused by market conditions, or you maybe have some things going on with your business that are not, as stable, that can cause fluctuation in business coming in for you. And often it's kind of looked at like marketing is the quick fix to solve being able to get business quickly in 30 to 60 days. And sometimes it's a true statement. Sometimes marketing can come in and pull a couple levers and look at, what's the lowest hanging fruit, and they can pull it off in 30 to 60 days. But sometimes you pull in marketing and you start to uncover, let's say you start running ads right away, and you discover that your sales team is not able to respond to leads as fast as they should. You might just be building your competitor's business, and that's where you might need to pull back on your ads because that's what you discovered in the process. Operational problems usually, come about when you start doing the right kind of marketing. You basically start to discover, on a faster scale that, this isn't the right messaging, or this is the right messaging. And so it's an uncomfortable truth that, your business might be at a spot where it needs to push forward. It needs to figure out, what the problems is. And so you need to pull in the marketing so you can start to discover that. But sometimes your business is in a spot where you're at a complete cold start. The marketing that you've been doing up until this point has been more box checking, and you're not doing the right type of marketing. And if you weren't, being strategic about how you did marketing, bringing in the right company could then uncover that, I was checking the boxes, but I wasn't. And then the other area where this comes in is sometimes, markets, as they do, have dips and go up and down. And all of a sudden you're in a slower season, and you need to generate more leads. And, for some people that might be right now where, your business has shifted one direction or the other with the market. And so you have to rethink how you do things so that you can generate leads more quickly. But I think that's all predicated on where were you at before? Where are you starting from? We've worked with clients before where, they've never really done online. So, is it realistic to generate leads online in 30 to 60 days online? And the answer is no. It's equivalent to starting a brand new location in a brand new area, that you've got to build that trust with your audience. Now, we mostly work with people who are in service-based businesses and healthcare, event type marketing, where trust is very much important, and that builds over time of sending out the same messaging in different ways over and over. So, the reality of it is marketing kind of a faucet, and you can generate leads in 30 to 60 days from a cold start, probably not. But, if we come in and somebody already has a lot of those things already taken care of, then it's a lot more possible that we will see results pretty quickly. So, it can vary a lot. Running ads there's some traps you can fall into. So like one of those is, running ads without an offer that matches the intent. If you're running an offer that gets, urgent care near me, and your page reads like a branding brochure, then no, you're not going to convert as quickly. Another trap I see is confusing activity with outcomes. Like I just talked about, you're getting clicks, you're getting impressions, you're even getting form fills, but the booked appointments and the closed revenue is really the win. So maybe your sales consistent process is inconsistent. Another trap I see is sending all the traffic to the same place. So, you need to build purpose-built landing pages, one per core service, and perhaps you don't already have those, so you need to start there first. Treating leads like a follow-up, like a back office task. If you're not consistently like following up, and let's say you're in the service industry, then that is going to affect whether or not you actually get results quickly in that 30 to 60 day window. And so, my point is that, what fast actually looks like when you do it responsibly is you have to look at the whole picture. Fast leads is really a tactic and not a strategy. And so, there's ways to be strategic, but also be executing and moving faster so that you get to what the problem is and why you're not closing the business that's being brought in. And that's why you want to work with somebody that is looking at that strategically of where are people following off. I'm driving in the traffic, but it's not converting. Then maybe you're working with someone that's not strategically thinking through that. So hopefully that makes sense. You're not wrong for wanting to get leads right away when you're working with, a new marketing agency. I certainly don't want to have anybody walk away with that expectation, but I think there's more to it in kind of recognizing where you're at as a business, and taking a look at who you're hiring as a marketing agency. Is there a match there that they can solve the particular business problem that you are having? So I hope today was helpful for you. If you enjoyed, certainly, follow the podcast if you're listening there, or follow us on YouTube. Certainly, you can also find me on LinkedIn. That's Jennifer with DENNEY, not like the restaurant. And that's it for today. Take care.